What is going on, guys? Welcome back to our next episode of our Digimon Hackers Memory playthrough. I have not been on this game in about, I don't know, maybe like half a day or something like that. Did a bit of early recording yesterday and then I was super tired last night. So I'm excited to get into this. I'm pretty sure that we are just about to go and fight one of the kind of first mainish bosses of the game. Could be wrong about that, but from what I saw in the build-up at the end of the last episode after all of our domination battle nonsense, I think that we're going to some sort of boss fight. Let's hope that Bob and the crew are ready. I'm super excited. Let's get into it. So looking at the PC here, if my memory serves me correctly, and as you guys very well know, my memory is absolutely garbage, we have done all of our quests that we have available to us at this point in time, and that leaves us with basically our options to go and have a look around Kowloon. And I think it was Kowloon level 2 that we had to go to at the end of the last episode. I should have honestly checked before I started this episode off, but honestly I can't remember. Let's go to under Kowloon level 2 and have a peek around, because I think this is where we've meant to be going. But I will correct myself very, very quickly if that is not the case. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back. I took about 3 steps into Kowloon, or under Kowloon level 1, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that we have to go to actual Kowloon and that we were going to level 2. Now in order to get through here, we're going to have to go into the first floor, hack this wall just like we did in the old game, and ascend via the elevator. So with that being said, I was just having a quick look, and we don't actually have wall crack 1, but I'm thinking that wall crack 2 should actually work on this as well. For some reason, when I was looking through there, we didn't have, or I don't think we did. I mean, I'll show you guys, right? Wall crack level 2, but we don't have level 1. I guess what it does now is, instead of, you know, I guess, yeah, it's just dawned on me. What this will do is, instead of us having all the wall cracks, it must just, like, level up as we go, I guess. So, with that being said, let's have a look and see who we can find up here. Maybe we're actually going to start banging into some more champion Digimon at this point in time, because our squad, even though they are rookies, or at least Icemon is champion, but the other guys are rookies, they are quite high level, and I'm pretty sure that soon Gabumon, etc. might be able to, he might be able to digivolve into champion, as might Toyagamon. In fact, Toyagamon's really close. Solomon's, he's still chilling a bit. So that's just a quick catch up. If any of you guys are jumping into the series late or whatever, we have a gentleman here, let's talk to him. You need 4 Digimon of rookie level or higher to deactivate a wall of level 2. Well, luckily that's kind of exactly what we had. To learn how to use hacking skills, press triangle. Well, that's pretty handy, I guess. If you've forgotten how to use the hacking skills, yeah, well, alright, well that was kind of interesting. Normally there isn't actually characters like that with exclamation points that don't actually directly interact with you, in the sense that they don't give you an item or battle you or whatever. So here we are, Kowloon level 2, and it looks like the guys we're fighting against are still very small. I mean, we've got a couple of brethren of Pete from the first game here. Let's actually kick through these guys and see how much XP we get. Because although I'm not optimistic, it would make a nice little bit of grinding to kind of add into our episode early on. Excuse me while I drink my tea. It is still very cold here in Scotland today. So, Plastic Blaze should finish this guy off. I'm kind of excited to see where our Toyagamon, Gabumon and Solarmon actually go with their Digivolutions, because Icemon is pretty cool, and I like him a lot. He's got his goggles on, as you can see, which is pretty funny. But I'm kind of curious about the other two, because Icemon, as cool as he is, and we love Bob to bits at this point, he is he's very small. He doesn't really look like a champion Digimon, so maybe the other two guys will compensate for that a little bit. I meant to tell you guys, but in yesterday's episode, as I said down in the little comment below the video, I did a lot of cutting because what was intentionally meant to be a 40-minute episode turned into about an hour and 20 minutes of gameplay, so I had to cut all that down because honestly a lot of it was kind of nonsense. It was me running about, there was a bit of grinding going on, and then there was me trying to figure out the domination battles and whatnot. And although it didn't go on for ages and ages, it did mean that I had to spend extra time cutting. Now, my point of this ramble is that when I actually did go and cut out some of the bits, I missed the part where we actually picked up a trophy, and it was for getting a perfect combo. So when all 3 of your Digimon align, when you get a sick combo and they all kind of work together, then we got our trophy for that. And I think it was like triple party combo or some shit like that. I don't know what it's called. I have no idea, but that's something that we picked up yesterday that I forgot to show you guys, and I apologise for that. But anyway, we give this guy an ass whooping. That was completely easy and fine. There is a medal up here that we're going to grab. Let's see what we're picking up today. Moonmon medal. I shouldn't actually assume that it is medals that we're picking up when I see items like that on the ground, because sometimes In fact, even just in the past few episodes, I'm pretty sure we picked up something that at first I thought was a medal, but then it turned out it was actually an item, so maybe I'm getting a bit of, ahead of myself there, but doesn't matter too much. Let's finish this guy off. Will Little Horn be enough? Little Horn. I don't... Little Horn. It's not the most intimidating of moves, for sure. And there we go. We get the ice skate aeroplane. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. With the goggles as well. Right, what I'm going to do here is we're going to push through. We're going to try and get to this trainer battle up here. And we're also going to pick up this item chest. And if we bang into any other little baby battles in the process, then I will skip over them for you guys. Because honestly, you're not bothered and I'm not bothered. So we're just going to make this as interesting as humanly possible. Let's scamper down and see if this guy's any more of a challenge. Dinosaurus Mentor. Is that what his name was? I probably just completely read that wrong. That does not make a lot of sense. But here we have 3 Digimon this time, but still babies. Where's my challenge game? I should learn from my mistakes, because normally when I get through these kind of things and I ask for a challenge from the Cyber Sleuth games on hard mode, we will walk around the corner and the next enemy we encounter will absolutely demolish us, most likely. So maybe I should be careful. But yeah, as we kind of grind through this little party here, how are you guys actually enjoying the new game so far? Most of the comments I've seen down below have been pretty positive, so that's like really good to see. I found that a lot of the menus, a lot of the colour schemes, a lot of the music, all the small interactions and the new Digimon that are in the game are all very, very nice. I'm glad, because I like that they've added like new levels. You know, as a full price game, you know, this game is very similar to what could have been Cyber Sleuth DLC, but there's so much of it. Obviously, they're going to release it as a full title, and I have no problem with that, honestly, because they're giving the fans more of what they really enjoyed with Cyber Sleuth. And if you wanted to buy that, like if you enjoyed that game and wanted more, then you could buy this game, right? As I have done, and probably a lot of you guys have done as well. But I was kind of anxious when I saw a lot of stuff being reused. So like the Digilab, identical. Nakano is back, it's identical. Kowloon level 1, a lot of the Eden areas, everything there's a lot of stuff that's reused. And again, my point to bring this up is not that I'm complaining, but I'm glad that they have added in a lot of extra features to kind of, you know, kind of support that and go along and accompany the kind of stuff that we've seen before with new stuff. If that makes a bit of sense, you know. I like that they've balanced it out, and that makes me really happy. So here we are still navigating our way through here. Who have we got now? Alright, so finally we actually get something that isn't a baby Digimon, but it looks like this guy is going to get absolutely destroyed. Little Horn might not be enough to kill him, but at the same time, no. Okay, we're just going to push through this little dude, and see what XP we can get from this. Because when we were in this area before, way back at the start of Cyber Sleuth 1, there was a lot of the little water guys. Is it Poimon or something? I forgot. You know the little is it Automon? It's obviously Automon. I nearly said the little otter guys, but yeah, Automons. They put you to sleep, and they were that was a challenge that I had to overcome at the time. They were quite annoying. I wonder if they're going to be kicking around in here somewhere. Okay, this looks like a very, very weak ass battle, so I'm just going to push through this, and we'll see you guys in just a second. All right, that is us. All we have to do is get through this little Sunamon here, and this battle is donezo. Alright, nice. Simples. Very straightforward. But again, we will take the XP because our guys are very, very close to Digivolving, which is nice. Okay, I'm going to peek along here and hope to God that we find some sort of chest. I'm expecting that there's going to be something down in this area, as I imagine it's a dead end. Let's see. Alright, so we actually have a bro here, and he's got a little exclamation point. So if this is a special battle, I'm going to save it just in case. But honestly, I'm not entirely sure what this is going to be, because we're on the hunt for Mephisto. That is who we're tracking in Kowloon. That is basically what we're doing here. So you're Mephisto, is that right? Let's see. Did we actually buy... Oh, and who might you be? I don't remember any new appointments. So this is kind of strange, because I was about to walk all the way around. You know this background area, guys? If you're fresh to this game, that is the next part of, and that's exactly where I expected we were going to have to go. But it turns out Mephisto is like right here on this corner, which is honestly strange. But anyways, you had one just with someone else. So obviously, again, we beat up the gas mask guys in the last episode, whose dialogue lines were fucking hilarious, by the way. I did actually go back and read some of those. They were making me laugh, and I might have skipped over them a bit too fast. But this guy, Mephisto, was going to be meeting the gas mask bros, and instead we beat them up, got the info, and now we're here meeting them instead. We know that you're the one instigating solo hackers to raid accounts in Eden. We're here to punish you at Zaxxon's behest. Zaxxon. Oh yeah, the Rambo gathering under that wet behind the ears brat. Okay. So Mephisto's got massive stones because I don't think I've heard anybody else kind of shit-talking Hugo and the Zaxxons at this point in quite a manner. So accounts trading's a pretty profitable venture. Hackers will bring me accounts by the boatful for a pittance, and plenty of people will buy them for a high price. Playing with you wouldn't earn me a dime, so don't think I'll be wasting my precious time on punks like you. Alright, fair enough. This guy talks a lot of shit. Let's see if we can put him in his place. Underestimate us and you'll regret it. So this guy obviously has a Growlmon, which is really, really cool. This guy is it vaccine or not a virus? I nearly said virus actually. I don't know why I doubted myself. But so he starts off his turn with boosting his crit damage. So we have to kind of be scared of this guy. Let's see what we can do. Now, Icemon is going to be the weakest against this dude, and Toy Agumon is going to be the strongest. So I think what we do here is actually use Gabamon's turn, who is neutral, to swap in Solaramon, because this just seems like a smart decision to do right now. We haven't actually given our little Clockwork Fire buddy much love yet, so let's see how he actually gets on. Now, because this guy is fire damage, I don't think it matters too much what moves we use with Toy Agumon. But maybe if we get some of his 10% buff on his special ability to proc, then we might have an extra leg up in this fight. Desolation Claw is extremely welcome, especially when it's doing that kind of DPS. Gabumon, again, you're not doing that much, so I think what we will do here is, let me just have a look. We actually have 4 attack boosts, which I'm going to put onto our Toy Agumon here, I think. Because he, if we actually buff up his attack by 10%, it might actually help us out. Now, let's see what our little clock friend can do. We have 20 damage to all foes, not good enough. I think the best thing to do is actually just hit him with Shiny Ring, as ridiculous as that name is. But luckily it shouldn't ever miss because of its nature. So although it will do a little bit less DPS, we can actually rely on it, which is nice. Because there's nothing fucking worse than when you're getting a guy low and then out of nowhere your attack just flies off into the heavens. I mean, I'm not going to quote Butters at this point in time, but yeah, or mention Butters, I guess. But yeah, Butters. Anyways, we managed to like ping this guy a little bit more, but honestly we're not doing too much damage. I think what I'm going to do, just to make this fight again go a little bit better, I'm actually going to put a damage buff onto Solarmon now. Now, this actually, now that I think about it, I just, you know, I might have made a mistake there, because if Solarmon does magic damage, which I actually haven't checked yet, then this might have been a wasted turn, but we can actually take this opportunity to check, right? So if I go into change, go into Solarmon, he actually has a higher attack than intelligence, so it's not that big of a deal. His main ability that we're using is actually physical, so I was actually okay. Toy Agumon, on the other hand, let me just get a bit of gathering in here. He is also a physical attacker, so in fact, I think at this point a lot of our party probably are. Let's just keep pushing damage and get through this guy. So far, we're not being put up with too much of a challenge because of our attribute bonuses. Let's see if we can just whittle him down as fast as possible and hope that he doesn't use anything big on us. Alright, so back into the fight, guys. We are getting this dude pretty low. He did actually just spend his turn buffing again. He tends to do that critical damage buff move, and I don't know if it's going to benefit him too much, because so far I haven't used any healing potions since I timed out with you guys about, I don't know, a minute ago. We're just whittling him down and he's not doing any damage back to us yet. So as long as he doesn't pull some sort of dirty, filthy heal out the bag like Lunamon in the last couple of episodes, then we should be fine here. This guy hasn't proved too much of a challenge. Now, our guys have been kind of on top form because they tend to get, like, bonuses together. Like, see what I'm talking about? The combos? That's, like, I don't know, maybe, like, the 6th or 7th time this happens, or has happened in this fight. And I don't know if it's because of Regi's Digimon here, you know? He has been pretty useful in these fights. I mean, let's see what he does here, but attack break field, alright. So, when the guy's this low, it's actually kind of a shame that he did that there. But at the same time, he has been pretty good. He uses his Destruction Cannon, and he uses his main ability as well, which is pretty good. As you'll see here, Exhaust Flame does absolutely nothing, even with his crit damage bonus on as well. I think we're just going to whittle this guy down in a couple of turns. Let's see. Destruction Cannon, this is what I'm talking about. See? Having Regi's Digimon with us so far in the last few episodes has been really helpful. And here we go! Finally! We get our first memory up of the series, which is really, really good, because it now means we can start expanding our party even more. If we had had a water Digimon, I was thinking in that last fight, it would have been so much easier to make this things go smoother, but maybe we can actually look into that now that we have our memory stick. So let's see what Mephisto has to actually say for himself. No, no way, what a bunch of greenhorns. Don't even know what that means, mate, but I'm not offended, don't worry. Don't turn over, or now turn over those accounts, says Regi. You don't think I'll just hand over my precious product, my accounts, without a... Oh. Wait a minute, what on earth just happened? Accounts. So, Growlmon looks like he just bit him in the ass and now he's emanating red smoke. What's going on here with Mephisto? He seems to be going a bit tits mental. Are we back in the fight? No. I thought we were going for round 2 there. I was like, oh jeez, steady on, mate. That bastard, he scattered the accounts and ran off. I don't know what just happened between Mephisto and his Digimon, but it didn't look too comfortable. Hold on, we can chase him later. The accounts are our top priority. Alright, Luigi. Guess we're letting the fish go at this point. Let's see what he says. We've pretty much got all of them, but this is less than the number Zaxxon quoted. He must still have the rest of them. So I guess he tossed the accounts into like cyberspace or something. I don't really know what was happening at that point in time. But plus, the way he acted bothered me. Let's go. Yeah, something went a bit crazy with that. Chitose, Mephisto ran off. Let's see here. Now, Chitose was actually, he was one of the funny characters that was coming out with quite a good like number of lines in the last episode, so maybe I should be paying attention to his dialogue a bit more. He was obviously the guy that came up with Cameo Quid in the first couple of episodes, which I appreciated. But anyways, yeah, so the little lady's tracking him down now. Now, yeah, that's another... On the other hand, right, on the flip side, I don't like how Chitose always refers to Erica as the little lady. I mean, it's kind of weird. It looks like Mephisto went deeper within. There aren't any logout zones around there, so this is a good opportunity. Alright, if you say so, let's go. No time to waste. Let's go after him. Alright, so it looks like now is our opportunity to actually delve deeper into Kowloon level 2. So let's double back here. We're going to open our chest and probably fight another couple of trainers. Let's see how this goes. So moving along, we have our little box that we're going to pick up in a minute when we swing round here. I'm still curious to find out whether we're going to find some Automon in this area or not, but... in fact, the last couple of seconds have been pretty good because I was expecting to bang into about 18 battles by now, and so far we've managed to glide through this without too much trouble. What have we got in here? Revival capsule. Alright, now we have 2 of those, which is pretty important because as of just now, I don't think we can buy them from a store anywhere in the game. So, although I expect them to be unlocked later on, and for us to have access to like as many as we want right now in the early game, these are pretty good resources to be picking up, so I'm glad we actually found one of those. You never know when we come across a boss battle that we're, you know, we might be in it for like, I don't know, let's say we're in the boss fight for 15 minutes and then we get crit and we lose someone really important. It's so important to have that revival in order to kind of bring back the Digimon and keep us in the fight. So, yeah, I guess that's a good thing we pick one of those up. Now that that's fight's done, what I will do here is when we bang round into this box and pick this item up, we get a death attachment. Alright, so if we have a tank guy, we will be able to buff him a little bit. Let's actually just swap Icemon back in now that we've got that boss fight over and done with. Toyagumon's SB is pretty low, but honestly, we will get a level up soon. And there's the memory up as well. Nice! Alright, we're making good progress, guys. I like this. Not too many difficult challenges so far. Everything's been smooth sailing. Let's see if we can keep it that way. We've got a bro along here. Let's test what Digimon he's got for us. I'm so pumped. I'll take on anyone. Alright, dude. Thanks for that. So here we have a Kurumon and a little dinosaur fellow with little horns on his head. Baby breath. And that actually did a substantial bit of damage to Toyagumon, actually. Dracomon. Little horn's going to do a decent chunk of DPS, actually. What I think we will do is when we get through this area, guys, and actually finish whatever it is that we have left to do in this area, we will head back to the lab and make sure that we're doing some Digivolutions with our guys here, because I'm pretty sure a lot of them will need to be Digivolving soon. Otherwise, we're going to fall behind, and the next couple of fights that we come up against might be more difficult than they need to be. Alright, simples. I like it. 300 XP. Again, I always hide this kind of stuff, but 312 XP. Not bad. Again, we haven't really been using our Tactician USB, and again, that's just because I'm kind of hesitant to use it. I will probably fire it on when we are grinding for bosses, but in the meantime, I don't want to become more powerful than we already are, because I already kind of feel that for this area alone, the grinding we've done so far has been substantial and probably more than we should or need to be doing. So that's kind of why I've holding off and I haven't equipped that. So yeah, we've got the Agumon brothers. Let's kick these guys in the butt. And with that, I think we beat these guys as well. Nice. I'm hoping that our Toyagumon picks his level up here, because we... Oh, so close. We need that replenishment of HP and SB. I don't want to be burning too many SB items, because I'm pretty sure we don't have that many. Unless we've been picking some up from some of the battles we've been doing. We get a defense boost, which is nice. A defense boost. I don't know why I said that like that, but I think that's for battling though, so maybe that won't be as useful as we think. We do have one more chest up here, and I'm hoping that we get something a bit more exciting. Maybe some farm-related stuff? An attack boost. Alright, cool. So the game is throwing boosts at us left and right, and I'm wondering if that's because it expects us to be challenged pretty soon. Normally what I would do is run away from this fight, but it's going to take me the same amount of clicks to just finish off this Beomon. Oh, there's actually a little guy at the side here as well. My bad. Guess I'm lying. We will polish this guy off as well. Now, I think what we will do at some point is maybe pick up our own Beomon, because as I mentioned in the last episode, Beomon is one of my favourite Digimon. I don't know why. She's just pretty cool, and I've always kind of liked the fact that she can go into like Birdramon, Phoenixmon, etc. like that. So, yeah, that's something that I probably will be doing. But I also want to expand a bit more and pick up some of the other Digimon that are newer and that I don't have any clue, or I'm not very familiar with. What I'm going to do here is, before I wander into this fight, I'm just going to heal up our guys a little bit here. And I'm hesitant to use our last SB item, and that's because I want to save it for the boss fight. Here they are, the Automon brothers. Now, I actually took one step there before I got to challenge this guy, and these little bastards turned up. So, let's finish these dudes off before they put us to sleep, because I'm pretty sure they're going to have that ability in their kit somewhere, and I don't want to have to deal with that right now. I'm too stressed out. So, Little Horn isn't going to do too much, but if we can get Toy Agamon to have a turn around here. Heavy Strike. So, if these guys do have some sort of sleep ability, they haven't used it on us yet. Alright, I think this should give us the level up that we need. Please be good to this game. 148. And Toy Agamon is actually at max level now, which is kind of cool. We will be diging him ASAP, basically, once we get back to the lab. Oh, and then we actually have... Alright, so we have the trainer battle as well. I forgot that we were actually banging into this guy after the fight that we just done. So here we are, I guess. I was going to try and maybe grind up Icemon a little bit so that when he Digivolved, he would get back his SB in that manner. But honestly, I think we might be okay. Yeah, without too much difficulty, I think we will get through this fight. Now, we are against 3 Fire Digimon, which is kind of unusual, but at the same time, I don't think this is going to be a problem. We got another boost. This time we got all 3 guys, so you get to see it this time around. Just pretend there's a trophy pinging up in the top left there. Is this going to be enough? Yeah, it's one shot. See you later, punk. Now, Icemon, my friend, you're going to be super strong against our little buddy on the left here. So let's just drop this on Agamon. Here's another combo. I need to check what our camaraderie is at right now, because it looks pretty good right now. We'll check after this fight, alright? Plastic Blaze is fire v fire, so he only gets ×2 as opposed to ×3, so that's okay, I guess. I tend to find this is a funny thing to note as well, guys. Not completely important, right? But when we get the enemies pretty low, I tend to find that the Digimon with us, you know, the guest Digimon, so in this case Luigi's guy, I tend to find that he always does some sort of boost. He never finishes the fight himself, which is kind of strange. But anyways, we get a crit attachment for winning this battle, which is kind of cool. Not that we have a lot of crit Digimon just yet, but we can definitely store that away for afters. Let's see what we have in front of us now, because I'm pretty sure we're getting to the end of this area. There isn't much left of this part, I don't think. Here we go. So we got a little cutscene, and I'm honestly kind of nervous now because I never saved after the last couple of battles, but let's see how we get on. So Mephisto's back, and he's encountered the demon crew, which is kind of interesting. In fact, alright guys, hold on, let's slow down a minute, because Jackie Boy here has had a slow brain moment. That is obviously us from Digimon Cyber Sleuth 1. You can see very, very clearly our bottom half, the camera conveniently cutting out our heads, but this is us from earlier on in Cyber Sleuth 1. Now, we are in the background, but in the first game, we didn't know that we were behind us, so it would be really interesting to see how this pans out, alright? Let's play this through and see what happens here. Hey, Mephisto! Mephisto! So what's going on here? This is really nice, I like this a lot. Another hacker got to him first, huh? Well, he certainly did. Let's see what's happening here. So we just run past, apparently, on the way out. Let's, I don't. There's like a high five as we run past. No, nothing like that. Pull yourself together, Mephisto. Damn it, who could have done this to you? Well, only our protagonist from Digimon Cyber Sleuth Story, blah blah blah, #1. That swag lord. Anyways, who are you? We're the same as you guys. We had business with Mephisto, but what happened to him? Well, I think it's quite clear what happened to him. Mephisto just went to trade accounts like he always does, but he's just been acting weirder and weirder. I mean, I thought it was strange how much cooler than usual Mephisto seemed today, but he wasn't cool at all. It was more like he was being controlled by something. Yeah, his Growlmon bit him in the ass at some point. I don't know why, but he seemed to go a bit banzai and yeah, had a little nibble on his jeans. So here we are, we're back at the den. I like how this is the little hub for discussions and whatnot. He started acting strange while you were fighting. What in the world happened to him? Who knows? He started losing it like he was another person. I also saw what looked like a Digimon behind him for a moment. So the Growlmon, Luigi doesn't think that it's his Growlmon. I guess there's something obviously going on where the Digimon are acting strange and it's somewhat controlling them. Probably again similar to what we had to deal with in the first game, right? It's the same sort of thing going on because again our timelines are interlinked kind of deal. So everything that happened in the first one will be happening now. Let's see. I'm getting a bit bogged down here, so let's keep this rolling. To put it simply, Eden's base system includes some sort of mind digitization process, right? Our minds are scanned when we log into Eden and uploaded to the virtual space as mind data. Downloading that data into Eden Avatar carries over our memories from the real world and lets us act within the virtual space. Mind data is still data, so it's possible for Digimon programs to affect it, pretty much, okay? But that's impossible, says Erica. The firewall that protects the mind data should be secure above all else. That's true. Well, we have to consider the possibility. For now, we made sure that Mephisto's gotten his Just Desserts right, case complete. Do you guys remember that Yu-Gi-Oh card, Just Desserts? It was a big monkey. Completely random. There you go. Thanks for that. I copied Mephisto-san's device info. Erica, please analyse it. I want to know what he did with the other accounts. Okay, Wormmon, help me out here. We're going to see some screen time with our little worm friend here. Oh, you can help her now, says Chitose. Yes, sir. Erica saved me after all. So Wormmon's been a bit of a bro, helping out, blah, blah, blah. This is all nice and good and whatnot. Yummy banking. Okay. It sounds almost like a practical joke, says Erica. It seems Mephisto-san sold accounts to this business. The most important guy is named Toru Kayaba. Is that how you say that? Toru Kayaba? Not entirely sure. Those accounts were transferred to that corporate server. Let's infiltrate it ourselves and steal the data back. So I guess this is where we're going next. We're going after this Toru Kayaba guy. The next target, Kay told me about. Isn't that fucking convenient? I still think Kay is a bit of a shady bastard, but we'll find out what his deal is very, very soon, I would expect. Wolfie, you alright? It's time to go. I'm racking my brains to think who Kay could be, other than one of the main characters from Men in Black. So we can't interact with Erica, I don't think, right now. And Regi's with us. And we can only walk. So let's head out here and see if we get a progression. Do we have any kind of explanation as to where we're going, or is it just going to be the case that we need to pick up a main quest when we ping it into our computer here? No one to interact with down here, I expect, but while we are here, I am going to buy some stuff off you, Missy, because I'm kind of running short on supplies right now. Oh god, no, we don't need that many. That's more than enough, thank you. And these we do need a bit more of. I actually think we have plenty of escape gates, exports, that's all fine and dandy. Alright, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Let's go back to the computer and hit this back up and see if we can find anything new here. Because I'm not really sure where we are going next. So, on our board, we have no new quests. Did he tell me where I need to be going next? He probably did, and I wasn't paying attention. Anyone we can talk to in Eden, I guess? You can go to the financial institution server right now. Alright, cool. And Kowloon level 2, which is nice too. So I guess this is where we're going to be heading to. But before I do that, I want to quickly head back to the lab and digivolve our guys. And I also want to have a quick look at this market. So maybe we can do that right now as well. So let's go to the Digimarket first, because honestly we haven't touched this yet. The Digimarket is run by hackers and lets you buy Digimon. The Digimon you buy are sent to the Digibank. So again, this game we haven't had too much dilemmas and too much decision makings kind of processes to make, but at the same time there is this kind of imbalance. Do you want to be a good guy who kind of runs around being kind? Are you a hero? Are you not a hero? Obviously the Digimarket where they're selling Digimon, you can buy them, I guess is like the game's way of kind of keeping that topic afloat, if you like, or that theme. So it looks like all these guys are pretty cheap. I mean, 2,000 yen, and there isn't that many Digimon here at all. It's all just little ones, but I'm guessing as we go we will be able to buy some new ones. Do we want to buy any guys from here just to kind of make things a bit exciting? Honestly, I don't think we do. Let's just leave that, because anything we want in that list we can pretty much create from the lab. So let's just hit that up right now and see what we can do, because I'm pretty sure we should have enough scans at this point. Alright, Digivolution time. Let's have a look here. Toy Agamon, you are max level, my friend. I'll just confirm that for you guys right now. He is 22 out of 22, so now is as good a time as any. Let's see what options we have. So we have Growlmon, who was in the last game. We have a neutral other looking like Growlmon guy. I'm not entirely sure who this is going to be, but it's probably going to be some different coloured one. We could also go into Sukamon, Clockmon, or Greymon. Now this guy over here is going to be neutral, and right now our Agumon is our vaccine type, but we do have our backup, so maybe we can actually take this. Let's go for the new Digivolution option and find out who we've got here. Again, it's probably just going to be a big metal machine Growlmon, but a different colour. Alright, gold Growlmon? Alright, Growlmon gold, nice. So this guy has 2 weapon slots. He is high in defense, his speed is very, very low, but yeah. Alright, it looks like we've picked up our first tank Digimon. D-Grenade is his special ability. He increases defense by 15%, which I guess is pretty cool. And he gets 2 physical tanks, which is AoE, which also tends to crit. Alright, cool. So we pick up our little bro there. Let's have a look at some of our other guys, because honestly, they're probably close to Digivolving as well. Just going to hide my webcam again and let you guys see the level. Solomon's 20 out of 27. Gabumon is 22 out of 27, and Icemon is still fine as well. I think what we do is we just hang on to these guys for now. I don't think we Digivolve them just yet. We can probably push them a little bit further up the chain and try and get a bit more ABI off them. But what we should do is, before we move on, is create someone new. Now, honestly, to me, this is a pretty easy decision. I think we're going to go ahead and make a Dracmon here, because he is brand new. We have him at 200%, and yeah, honestly, all these other guys we have done like a million times, and we already have like our Motimon created and whatnot. We made a Punamon. Yeah, I want to make a Dracmon, guys. He is a rookie, so maybe it will be a bit detrimental to create him directly from this mode. Maybe we could have banged him up from one of the other Digivolution options. But honestly, this is pretty cool as well. And as long as we have enough memory, we will slot him into our party right now. So he takes up 5 memory, which means I think we do actually have enough space. Oh, because we Digivolved fucking Growlmon, we can't bring him with us. God damn it. Alright, what we can do then is, for the first time ever, we will plant Dracmon over on our first farm. So there you go. First resident in the farm, Dracmon. Do you feel honoured? Let's check the HP and stuff. We can actually heal up here. This is going to be a bit expensive considering that we have no money, but at the same time, I don't really give a single F. So let's go. I think what we'll do is, before we round up this episode, we're going to just dip our toes very, very quickly into the next area and see what we're going to be cooking with in our next episode. So we don't need to go into the case board. We want to go into Eden. Here we go. And we're going to see if we get procced with a cutscene or whatnot when we head along to our financial institution server right now. This place looks pretty badass. Very, very similar to the Valhalla server-ish kind of area, or Kamishiro when we were hacking into there in the first game. Is this the first time you've infiltrated the server? I mean, for our main character, yes, but for us viewing, no. It's the same as Eden areas. The servers are constructed to allow avatars to move around. They have their pros and cons, but trust is something important there that I'd never caught. Constructing servers inside cyberspace lets us visualize and represent security. Above all, Eden's system is a cutting-edge fortress of security. Alright, thanks for that. Cool. Okay, Regia, that's enough, buddy. You just simmer down there. Thanks for that. Alright, cool. So it looks like we have some Digimon wandering about here fighting. They're quite confident in the security, so these are guys we're going to have to get past, I guess. We'll charge through here, take special care not to injure that pride of theirs. Cool. So, what does that actually mean? Are those Digimon actually visible? No? Alright guys, what I think we're going to do is, for this episode, we are going to swap out our Growlmon and for Solarimon until Growlmon gets a few levels up, and then we will be good to go and use him more often. What I'm going to do is save our game here, but when we come back, we will be infiltrating this place, getting through the security and finding out what is waiting for us at the end. Thank you so much for watching this episode. It wasn't particularly exciting, honestly. We're still gliding through the early game. It's like a slow stream at this point, but I am expecting that once we get our champions, once we start to get our ultimates, once the storyline kicks in and we get our guys upgraded and a bit more badass, things will get a lot more exciting, I would imagine. So, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to leave me a rating, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.